Hey, welcome to EPN. My name is Victor Lucas, and we bring you the latest and everything cool every single day. We are in the heart of the San Diego Comic-Con, right here in the DC Comics booth. We dedicate this rundown to Bear, who couldn't join us at Comic-Con this year, but this rundown is for you, buddy. DC and Warner Brothers helped to put the comic back into Comic-Con in a big way with some of the movies they showed off. The first footage from the Wonder Woman solo movie was released during a special panel on the film. It has all the slow-motion superhero jumping that you could ask for, with Gal Gadot cracking her lasso alongside Chris Pine during World War I. We have to admit that this footage has us pretty excited, and hopefully Warner Brothers has got its collective shit together following the disastrous reception of Batman vs. Superman. Wonder Woman hits theaters next summer.
What I do is not up to you.
But that's not the biggest DC superhero movie unveiled at Comic-Con. In a surprise showing, the studio also unmasked a lengthy trailer for Justice League, which only just began filming. The footage shows Batfleck and Wonder Woman rounding up the other members of the iconic team, Cyborg, Aquaman, and The Flash. Like the Wonder Woman trailer, this footage looks a lot better than BVS, although we should all temper our expectations until we actually see the film itself. It won't hit theaters until November next year.
So you're fast.
And if this new big screen version of The Flash is giving you a run for your money, not so fast. Warner Brothers also released the first trailer for the third season of the Flash TV series. We love the show and can't wait for it to premiere this fall, and hopefully general audiences won't be confused by all these different versions of the character existing simultaneously.
I need friends.
DC's arch nemesis Marvel had some big announcements and an unveiling of its own. An all-new trailer for Doctor Strange debuted during the film's panel with Benedict Cumberbatch, showing off some of the film's mind-bending and world-bending effects. It kind of looks like a cross between Inception and a kaleidoscope, and we can't wait to see what the film looks like on the big screen. It will cast a spell on audiences this November.
What's this, my mantra?
The Wi-Fi password.
Marvel confirmed rumors that Room Oscar winner Brie Larson will play their iconic hero Captain Marvel in her upcoming solo film. This will be the first Marvel movie headlined by a female hero. It's about time, and Brie Larson seems perfect for the role. Finally, over on the small screen, Marvel and Fox gave audiences a look at their first live-action X-Men TV series, Legion. It's coming to FX early next year and looks a lot more serious and intense than the X-Men movies.
Let's talk about it.
And it wasn't just comic book adaptations that were unveiled here at the con. Take a look at the first trailer for Kong Skull Island, a new take on the classic King Kong story. This one is set in the present day and takes place entirely on Kong's monster-infested island. The big ape is also a lot bigger this time around, which means he should be able to do a lot more damage when he beats his chest in theaters next March. If you're looking for a more terrifying kind of monster, the surprise horror movie Blair Witch was announced and unveiled with its first trailer. It's a sequel to the found footage movie from the late 90s and was made in secret by the studio and Your Next director Adam Wingard. Yep, they pulled a 10 Cloverfield Lane on us. Blair Witch will give you motion sickness this September. It's not all just comics, movies, and TV shows here at the con. There are also plenty of video games. Not one, but two new Sonic the Hedgehog games were announced during Comic-Con. The first is called Sonic Mania and is a 2D platformer that harkens back to the classic Sonic games of the Sega Genesis era. Many gamers feel that Sonic works better in 2D than 3D, including me, so this has us pretty excited. Sonic Mania will run onto the PS4, Xbox One, and PC in spring 2017. The other new Sonic game on the way is called Project Sonic and is another attempt at a 3D Sonic game. So far, only a teaser trailer has been released, but it looks like it will have a lot in common with 2011's Sonic Generations. Project Sonic will arrive late next year on the PS4, Xbox One, PC, and Nintendo's upcoming console, codenamed the NX. And of course, we've saved the best franchise, in Blake's opinion, for last. The first details on the new Star Trek TV series beamed down during Comic-Con. The show is titled Star Trek Discovery and will focus on a new Federation starship of the same name. The ship itself kind of looks like a cross between a Klingon battlecruiser and a traditional Starfleet vessel, and it's unclear exactly when this is set during the Star Trek timeline. The show is being overseen by Hannibal executive producer Brian Fuller. We caught up with former Trek writer and producer Ronald D. Moore while walking the show floor, and we just had to ask him what he thinks of the new Star Trek show and movies. What are your thoughts on Star Trek as a persistent franchise out there?
Oh, I think it'll last a very long time. You know, it's a great format, great concept. I think it's always going to be ripe for someone else to come along and give a new take on it. You know, the voyages of the Starship Enterprise will always be fresh and interesting, and I just can see it'll outlast me. Let's put it that way.
Star Trek Discovery will leave space dock early next year. So what Comic-Con news are you most excited about? Let us know in the comments below. We'll be back in the studio with a brand new rundown for you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Hey, thanks for checking out that video on our EPN channel. It's just one small part of the things that we make around here. So if you liked it, don't forget to check out some of our other vids and hit that subscribe button.